Today on Softeller Tech Briefs, we're exploring the different types of staff augmentation, from project-based and skill-based models to onshore, offshore, nearshore, and hybrid approaches, so you can choose the right fit for your IT project. Businesses in today's IT industry face a constant conundrum when it comes to acquiring highly skilled workers for specialized projects. Because of the dynamic nature of software development projects, hiring professionals on a permanent basis is considered overkill. Yet hiring external talent on a short-term basis isn't always the hassle-free alternative. Even if on a temporary basis, project managers still have to be deliberate in doing their due diligence to ensure they are hiring competent staff. This is where staff augmentation solutions come in, to help IT teams streamline the process of recruiting and managing temporary workers while ensuring optimal resource allocation. Dedicated staffing firms provide these staffing solutions, utilizing various types of staff augmentation to assist tech companies in achieving their business objectives. Today, we'll delineate these distinct staff augmentation models, exploring their unique peculiarities and areas where they overlap. The different types of staff augmentation. Staff augmentation types are classed based on multiple criteria, ranging from the location of the skilled developers to the nature and duration of the project. In some instances, the distinctions between models can be slight yet profound in how they affect a project's execution and overall staff augmentation process. Understanding when to choose specific staff augmentation services and why is also crucial. Project-based staff augmentation entails hiring skilled professionals to work on a specific initiative until its actualization. The hired personnel may work individually or in a complementary capacity to the existing development team, but their involvement with the project is tied to the project's timeline. This augmentation model is best suited for organizations looking to scale their workforce to meet the demands of a finite project. Skill-based staff augmentation focuses on acquiring software professionals with specific skill sets in niche areas like programming languages, interface design, or project management who can help address skill gaps in existing teams. It is mainly employed by enterprises to fill temporary positions on an as-needed basis. However, because of the scarcity of technicians with these niche skills, augmented staff in this system may stay on even after their task is completed. Time-based staff augmentation is a cost-effective solution that helps IT teams secure additional personnel for a predetermined period of time, hours, days, or weeks. Development teams often use this temporal staff augmentation strategy to cover temporary absences that result from a staff member being ill or having personal emergencies like maternity or paternity leave. Onshore staff augmentation involves hiring talent from within the same country as the client organization. Staff augmentation companies typically employ this method to help development teams communicate faster, maintain coordination, and align their activities with local norms and regulations. However, it comes at a steeper price when compared to offshore and nearshore alternatives. Offshore staff augmentation is the opposite of onshore staffing in many respects. It entails hiring IT professionals from a different country or geographical region to supplement the in-house team. Though not always the case, the territories targeted by staff augmentation companies in this model are typically developing countries with a lower cost of living and labor. Nearshore staff augmentation sits between onshore and offshore in several ways. In this model, companies source specialized skills by venturing into countries with shared borders and cultural affinities. Though nearshore augmentation is more expensive than offshoring, it is still cheaper than onshore augmentation. It also provides the cultural and linguistic alignment that is lacking in an offshore setting. Hybrid staff augmentation, when scrutinized in depth, is something almost all IT companies employ to some degree. It is an augmentation strategy that involves combining elements of different models to create a tailored solution that meets multiple project requirements. With hybrid staffing, IT firms may initiate a blend of project-based and dedicated team augmentation that combines onshore specialists with offshore or nearshore talent working remotely. It is ideally suited for dynamic projects that demand multifaceted approaches. Benefits of different types of staff augmentation. Other than the easy access to tech talent that staff augmentation companies provide, IT-based businesses, organizations stand to gain a lot of benefits from implementing staff augmentation policies. Faster time to market. Speed is of the essence in today's fast-paced development landscape. Augmentation service providers help businesses achieve this speed of process by supplying software specialists that can be onboarded in record time, expediting project delivery. This accelerated pace of development allows companies to capitalize on emerging opportunities to stay ahead of competitors. Operational efficiency. In terms of project operations and employee administration, all types of staff augmentation services offer greater efficiency than permanent hiring practices, but with some nuances. While projects that require on-site presence may benefit from onshore augmentation, offshore staffing may be better suited for compartmentalized projects. Similarly, while skill-based augmentation is best suited for short-term initiatives, dedicated teams may better serve a long-term project. Limited risks. Risk mitigation is a fundamental aspect of any business endeavor. On the financial side, IT staff augmentation helps IT enterprises mitigate risk by providing a prudent medium through which they can leverage external resources without having to pay the cost of full-term hires. On the operational front, it helps IT teams mitigate the risk of long downtimes by establishing working personnel in separate locations. This way, a system error or data complications on one end don't affect the entire operations workflow. Cost effectiveness. Although the cost of specific augmentation types may differ, all augmentation models offer a much cheaper alternative to traditional hiring. Augmentation providers that hire from within the same country may incur higher costs compared to those who hire from outside. However, because the temporary teams will often be working remotely, the client company can still save on office space, hardware, utilities, and employee benefits, overheads that usually come with hiring permanent staff. Scalable workforce. The staff augmentation model is based on the promise of flexibility. Flexibility in hiring, downsizing, resource allocation, and budgeting. As such, augmentation companies are always ready to respond to clients' fluctuating demands as they evolve. This range of operating freedom isn't typical of other employment strategies. Closing takeaway. Knowing the various types of staff augmentation and how they can be applied on development projects is an essential skill for any project manager looking to compete in today's software development market. Because of convenience and cost efficiency, the independent contractor employment option has become the first choice of many IT companies ranging from small startups to tech giants who intend to stay a step ahead and develop the most competitive tech products and services. Matching the augmentation type to your project scope, timeline, location needs, and skill requirements is what turns a flexible hiring model into a genuine strategic advantage. If you'd like to learn more about software development, AI, cloud, data engineering, and digital transformation, visit us at softeller.com.